Sonic Adventure 2 this time. It's been a while since I played Sonic. Well, actually, not too long ago. I played Sonic Mania, I think, when that came out a bit. Didn't finish it. I should definitely do that. I'm going to put that up. There we go. I think maybe need to lower the sound a tad bit. Where you at, Sonic? Wow, it's already pretty low. I'm not used to what settings this has. There's the rumble, stereo mono, blah blah blah. Oh! Menu screen theme. I forgot about this. You have someone narrate it. I'm pretty sure that's the model from the original Dreamcast version of the game. Well, an image of the model. You get like secret ones too, the cheats. Well, what was the other thing I saw? Oh, you have to load. To load a different game mode, you have to like go here. You can't just like go back to the main menu. You have to go to the options. Hold on, I'm just going to drop it maybe down one. There we go. Better a bit too quiet than too loud. At least if you ask me. Start doing the hero story first. So I'm only going to stream this for probably about an hour, so... Oh, look, there's the mouse. I'll move that out of the way. We're in a helicopter.
We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy it. Over.
He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong? Come in. Over.
What in the world? Jeez.
What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog!
The lines for the scene are kind of strange. I think that's a bit obvious, though. And Sonic's sarcastic as usual. Or snarky more so. I'm not sure that's sarcasm. You can see the bounds of the backdrop in that scene. Can you see it again? Nope. Not this time. That was kind of funny. Probably because this game was meant for 4:3 instead of a widescreen aspect ratio. They just got kind of a relatively basic upgrade. I think I beat just Sonic Story Adventure 1 a while back. The problem with Adventure 1 is... Oh, there. I'd say about most of the game isn't very good. Because you got, like, big story, which is just fishing. You have Tails, which is just kind of Sonic, but racing. You have Knuckles, which is terrible. Still bad in this, arguably slightly worse, but... Oh, you can't do this yet. One of the main differences about this one is, instead of having like an overworld, like you did in Adventure, you just have stages. Probably makes a bit more sense considering the fact this game is a bit more grand scope in terms of its locations. But yeah. As this one's better since this only has about 3 different gameplay types in the story. You have the Sonic and Shadow stages, which are just a slightly more refined version of Sonic stages from Sonic Adventure, from the first Sonic Adventure. You have Tails and Eggman, which again, slightly more refined version of just Gamma stage from Sonic Adventure. You have Knuckles and Rouge, which are, like I said, kind of probably a bit worse in some ways. Well, for one big reason. The entire design is kind of crappy in general, but it could be worse, is what I mean. Or it is worse in this one. Much like Adventure, I've played this one so many times. I've ran through, like, this stage so many times. Fun fact, you push A immediately after hitting that, landing right on it, you will go sent flying. You'll be sent flying to it like you hit the red zone. It's like you're picking up for the Chow Garden. Anyone who's played this probably spent ages in the Chow Garden. I'm not going to touch it much in here, even though I just picked up the key. Let's go there, show it off for anyone who maybe hasn't actually played this before, if someone watches this. Huh. And the gun truck. If you played Generations, you'll know this scene, that's for sure. It's kind of hilarious, just Gun has this massive, like, skyscraper-sized truck, and they're chasing Sonic. There's Big over there. I just got ran over. And they decide to plow through the city to chase Sonic, and then they get stuck over that. Oh dear. 304 rings. I could do better than that. What, B rank maybe? Yep.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
The ranking system in this are based on either how many rings you get and your timing. If you get all the rings, you just automatically get a rank A. And some of the stages, it's really difficult to get a rank A just on timing alone. Alright, yeah, here's the Chow World. So, back over there's the Chow Kindergarten, which just... You just put your Chow there and they learn skills and stuff, I guess. I don't remember exactly. There's also a black market there for you to buy items. Alright. Alright, yeah. Some of this stuff is slightly saved because I think it's universal across all saves, maybe? Oh no, maybe it's not in this one. That's how it was in the GameCube version, because that had a separate save file. He seems slightly upset. Anyway, you get these items, excuse me, from killing the gun robots. Give it to them and their skills go up. That's about all I'm going to show for this. Goodbye. And how you, like, raise them and care for them just significantly changes how they'll be, which it's a really interesting system, but that's not what this playthrough is going to be for. Welcome to the easiest boss in the game, Bigfoot. This guy was like a regular enemy in Shadow the Hedgehog, if I remember correctly. Oh wow, that was a mess up. Oh, I still hit him. I think the game wants you to just wait for him to land and then attack him, but that takes way longer. So you can just do this. And he's dead. Really low, or really restricted battle zone, just that little circle there. Oh yeah, less than a minute. Let me meet it super quickly. What? And there's Edgelord the Hedgehog. Ooh, original joke. The voice acting is better overall this time, except for some of it, but...
Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald?
It's not perfect, but...
Something, you fake hedgehog! Chaos control!
By which I mean the actual acting itself, not necessarily the editing or so. Or even the writing of the lines.
Wow, he's fast. Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Like that, Sonic literally just interrupted himself. It's not his speed, he must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp. Because the line was not... Oh, there's the gun. They didn't upgrade... Oh no, of course they didn't upgrade it. I think it's literally just pre-recorded. I'm an idiot. More cutscenes. Actually, no, these ones aren't pre-recorded. Tangent. Yeah, those models of the robots there were incredibly low poly. Anyway. Alright, yeah. I'm talking about the story, but the story's not... This part of the story isn't particularly great. It's just... look, Chaos Emerald, Eggman's trying... Or Master Emerald, Eggman's gonna nick it. And then Knuckles breaks it. But, so... I need to get my point across at some point. So, because of the voice, obviously it's a Japanese game, made in Japan, so the voices and like the timing is all set up for the Japanese lines. So, oh wow. Awkward silence, just like, ah! Set up for the Japanese lines, and singing in English. Obviously the timing isn't perfect, and getting it done well. They didn't try, really, it seems like. Eggman's just like, ah, well, who cares? I like that. Somehow punching it sends the jewels all across the world, even underground. I'm not quite sure I understand that. Find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. So same exact thing as in like Sonic Adventure. So you have like a bit more controls, and the stages are designed better, I'd say, because shut up almost now. Can I stop them? No, I can't. I'm not good enough to. Stages, I say, are better designed because they're specifically designed for these stages. They're specifically designed for this type of game. However, unlike the first adventure game, you can only track 1 emerald at a time. You can find the other ones still, but you can't track them. While in the original one, you can track all of them at once. Must be in here. Ah, yep, there we go. Perfect, yeah. I think I saw one in the air a couple seconds ago. Oh, yep, there we go. There's the 3rd one. See, that one didn't, like, make any noise on the radar thing, because that was the one I was doing, yeah, even though there's literally no reason you shouldn't be able to detect it. Ooh, passed it up. Must be in that little... Oh, god dang it. In here? There we go. The first couple stages aren't too bad. Pumpkin Hill is massive, but it's still not that difficult. And then we get to, like... Oh god. Oh, rank 8, look at that.
Yeah, this is perfect.
The pyramid, desert levels and the space levels are just terrible, though. Because they're so big. They're just not fun. Tails' voice acting is really bad. Just listen.
It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic destroyed the military building or robbed the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way.
See, it's just so robotic.
Amy, and Eggman too. What's Amy doing here? Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger.
I have to help Amy because she's in danger. Again, it's just that his voice acting is awful. Sonic's is alright. Amy's alright. Every other character is not too bad for the most part. But Tails is just awful. Ha! Also, unlike Adventure, obviously as you've seen, instead of just like selecting specific characters, the entire story of the characters. It's like all Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic together. Oh, now he's dead. And in the dark side, it's Sonic. It's yeah, Sonic's on the dark side. It's Shadow, Eggman, and Rouge, of course, as you would expect.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
You just got your ass handed to you.
Wow, Tails, you did it. But what are you doing here on this island? I'm the one who should be asking that question. Don't you know it's dangerous here?
The music's still fantastic, though.
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry. I know.
Again? How did she get here, anyway?
Okay, you stay here and I'll be right.
You see what was going on in the dark side story, but I don't remember how she actually got here.
I want to help Sonic too.
It just doesn't make sense to me. How did she get here? I suppose we'll find out when we do that later, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. Like I said, well, maybe later tonight, but I'm not doing that now. That's for sure. So, again, exactly like Gamma's story in Adventure 1, only instead of rings being your life meter, you have an actual health bar. It's replenished by both rings and these little gun things. Each ring refills 1 of the yellow bits, and that'll increase a bit of the blue. Going up. So yeah, some of the enemies lock the doors by existing. Why program them to unlock the doors when they're destroyed, though? Oh, wow. The controls for this are a bit wonky, though. As you can see, I almost just ran off the edge simply because I was running at a wall. Kind of tries to auto-direct you, because it's meant to feel tanky, but not like proper tank controls. That'd have been cooler, though, if this was just like more like a proper third-person shooter. Anyway, these stages aren't too bad. Some of the later ones are pretty cool. And the music is, like I said earlier, fantastic. You also get like points for the more stuff you have locked on. And as you'll see when we're playing this, even though it doesn't reuse levels, it will reuse a lot of assets. Like, usually on like the hero side and the dark side, villain side, whatever. For example, like, and it makes sense most of the times that take place in these areas, but it is really noticeable. Like, I think Eggman Stage Iron Gate uses a lot of these assets. And then a later one, just not a lot of them do it. Pumpkin Hill and Skyrail, one of Shadow Stories. And Pumpkin Hill, as I mentioned, Knuckles' stages. There's a lot. Again, it does make sense in a lot of the context because they're, you know, in the similar locations most of the time, but still, it's just kind of weird. Also, as you can see by playing this, it's not particularly difficult. Because you can take a lot of hits and you'll recharge them pretty quickly. I do like the design for the tornado in this. Alright, there's another enemy over here. I think that's kind of just dumb. I managed to hit him just with the cannon bit. So you push the button, you fire a little cannon. Like, just pushing the button, you fire a little bullet. Whatever. And then locking on fires those huge orbs. I think, yeah, down there's a secret. We can't get it yet because we need a power up to destroy that.
I did it!
Going back to earlier stages does unlock new stuff for the rest of the game, kind of thing. So it is useful to go back and play through again. Some of them are just kind of, like, they're all optional, those ones, but, yeah. They can make some things easier. Look, another emblem. If you get all of them, you unlock Green Hill Zone. We're not going to do that. Because getting all of them requires beating every mission and all the minigames. We're not doing that. Oh.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you got it,
Seeing the lips move when they're not saying anything is so hilarious.
it looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
I'm watching Sonic X and how they adapted these, like the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, but very loosely.
I thought I had.
I had the overall same plot, but just location stuff very different. Like, he was in this Sonic's like prison with some kind of underwater cell where he's like trapped in a bubble underwater.
Behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway?
And if I recall correctly, he didn't want to be saved. He didn't care. He was just kind of like, eh.
Wait for me, Sonic. He's such a brat
Oh dear. Oh yeah, there's writing on a wall in the cell. There we go, Metal Harbor. One of the best soundtracks in the game. Just a great mix of trumpets and guitars. Jeez. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna get the light speed thing, which we got in Sonic Adventure 1, only it's way better than this. So in Sonic Adventure 1, to use it you had to sit still, hold down spin dash, and wait for it to charge up. You're not doing this, just walk up to a pile of rings, or line of rings, push B. I can go with literally any ring in the game, which is kind of cool. Just run ahead, boom. In fact, it's actually a useful tool in one of the boss fights with Shadow. Is sorry, well, we'll see when we eventually get there. I'm ignoring most of the animals because again we're not doing the Chow stuff, so why bother? Rocket. Let's see if I can.
Missile launch in 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
Oh dang it! Well, I screwed myself. If you go that way, there's a secret, like, area you can go up to. There's not much point to it, I don't think. It's just a higher area. That's where those rings are at. Because I hit the wall and got bummed. I was like, ugh. Obviously, I couldn't make it. Because it's kind of strict timing. I remember before reading a site called... It was like a site for cheats, and, like, hints, and just a whole bunch of different stuff. Just like, things worth noting. It wasn't TV tropes, but... It kind of reminds me of TV tropes now that I look back on it, only a bit less organized. So again, it was meant for cheats. I forgot what it was called, but I remember reading this on there. It was like, unobtainable rings. And it would talk about those rings you saw in the little cutscene there. But they are obtainable, you can get to them. It didn't really curate it much. You can find just nonsense. I posted nonsense to it even. I think it was like a guide on how to beat Bowser in Paper Mario, the final Bowser boss. You had just like, it was so loosely organized, just like, hint, cheat, glitch, hint, guide, etc.
Hey, that's
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Look at how their arms don't connect properly through like the holes in their gloves.
You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
Just interrupt Shadow. That at least kind of makes sense. Like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm tired of listening to you. I'm just gonna interrupt you. That at least makes some sense.
I'm the coolest.
All right. Now, actually, I think about it, this boss fight might even be easier than Bigfoot. He doesn't really attack much. He just kind of occasionally homing attacks. And then he just, oh yeah. It's probably even easier because he wasn't even trying. He's just like, oh, homing attack, stand still. It's ridiculous. Love his face, just like, ah, that was a workout.
Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it.
Blows up.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up.
Gotta get out of here. Find Avery and Tails.
This is going by very quick. His eye clipped through his eyebrow. This is going by pretty quick. The whole plot of this game. Well, not much plot has even happened. Just Eggman is trying to do a thing, apparently. Shadow exists, and he's causing trouble for Sonic. The rest of the plot doesn't really happen until a bit later. Oh. Oh yeah, we have to get out of this stage in about 8 minutes. And that's super easy. It's not going to take 8 minutes to do this. Alright. one of the problems with these stages in this game is, well, actually, there's a secret here. I'll talk about that problem in just a moment. I believe it is right back here. There we go. Special power-up. Ancient Light. So this is basically that thing I mentioned earlier from Sonic Adventure 1. You charge it up, only this is just the light speed attack thing, rather than the actual dash. While you have it charged up, you move a lot slower, but if you hold it, you can just, you know, attack a bunch of enemies at once. And now I'm accidentally up here. The problem with the stages in this game, as I was saying, is the fact that they're all super linear. There's occasionally some, like, alternate routes, but they're not particularly long, and they're not particularly major. Like, just because I can do that instead of going to that other springboard there isn't really too big a deal. It's kind of sad. Because even, like, Sonic Generations and Colors had, like, alternate routes in some bits. Even Unleashed did. That shield. Perfect. I still never understood why there's just, like, how this place exists on an island. Why is this massive fucking jungle there? And why is it this radical? Oh, and there's bungee jumping, yeah. That's totally rad. I'm still not too sure how the bungee jumping thing even works. I think you just push A and then it pulls you back up and you don't want to hit the spike balls, maybe? Yeah, this stage is too radical to be on a prison island. Alright, there we go. We did it. It took just under 3 minutes, let alone the whole 8. Oh dear. So how many stages are we in for? Yep. Rank C this time. Look at that. Again, I find I usually end up getting C's and B's for the most part. Because that's just... I don't focus too much on getting every single ring or trying to be as fast as humanly possible. This is hard to get the speed ones without having a lot of the... Oh, look, there's flying through. Without having all of the power-ups. Especially in the earlier stages. There we go, Pumpkin Hill.
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Alright. Now I have shovel claw so I can dig. He's doing the JoJo thing when he digs. Oh, yeah, camera screw. More camera screw. The problem with the big ones is the fact that you fly somewhere, you don't see, like, any kind of radar detection, so it's just like, oh, it's not on this one. And then you just kind of waste a couple seconds. There's the first one over here somewhere. I love the music for the stage, though. Actually, a lot of the music for Knuckles' stage is pretty good. Let's take a dive in the aquatic mine. We'll be down. Oh, no. There's set spots. I kind of remember a lot of them. But not all of them. I remember a lot of times it appears down there. Ah, there we go. Can, of course, appear underground, but... Then there's a lot of, like, stuff you can fiddle with here, but it just... It's kind of pointless in the end, because it doesn't really do anything. I don't know if you even ever need to do this to get one of the things. Like, you do that, changes its track. I mean, I like messing around and exploring a lot of the stages without, like, actually trying to complete them, but... They're just not too fun to play in the intended purpose. It's just like, follow this radar and eventually find it. If, like, they took the Werehog stages from Sonic Unleashed and kind of, probably said this in the Sonic Adventure playthrough, kind of fixed him up a little bit. Made him a bit less... Oh, there's a ghost. It's spooky. There are ghosts canon in the Sonic universe and this dead dog. That's fucking fantastic. Oh, wrong area. But, they fix that up, then it would probably be an issue, because you could just, like, God of War style beat 'em ups aren't too bad. Sure, it wouldn't necessarily be some kind of change the world thing, but, I mean, it's not going to be some massive, impressive addition, but it probably wouldn't be too bad. Hell, if they did that with Sonic Unleashed, they just made the night stages Knuckles instead of a Werehog, it probably wouldn't have been criticized as much. Where the hell is the second emerald? Yeah, I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Ow, I just got spooked. Sad-eyed pumpkin. I think I know where that's at. You pick up the pumpkins and let's throw it. That's not throwing it. There we go, that's throwing it. See, a search for these just isn't too fun. It's not up on that island up like in the way high in the sky. That's just for an extra thing. Okay, let's do another hint. God dang it. From Pumpkin Mountain you can see. God dang it, come on now. Yeah, the hints make you lose points essentially. Now we need this to get up there. Which we don't necessarily need it, but that's what you're supposed to do. It's entirely optional for one of the side missions, and you need an ability you get in actually for Knuckles the first stage. I can see it from Pumpkin Hill, but I don't see shit. You tell me. Oh, okay, it's one of the pumpkins mountains. Would it be this one? Oh dear. Yeah, it gets to a point where it literally just tells you where it's at. It's not this one. Ah, I see. Yeah, once you just use enough of the hint things, it will literally just tell you where it's at. I suppose what you have to do in some of the later ones, but just, Lost Pumpkin. Let's try Church Mountain. It's around here somewhere. Somewhere around here? Dig a grave. Ooh, a skull! Look at that! This place seems entirely like a place you'd find in like Soul Eater, not Soul Reaper. That's a different anime. Alright, up here then. Oh no, not quite up. What does this do? Oh yeah, it destroys that thing there. Gunbutt. Is this it? This one's lost, I guess. Dig. So it's in here somewhere, but hold on, is it down below slightly? Come on now. In here. There we go. Yeah, it seems like the design, especially with those shaking tombstones, makes me think of something you'd see in freaking Soul Eater. Just cheesy Halloween-y. Alright. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Alright, apparently 5 o'clock Eastern Time, Nintendo's supposed to announce something major for the Switch. I mean, not necessarily major. It's not necessarily major, just a thing that is gonna happen. Oh, I skipped a cutscene, look at that. Basically, Eggman saying he destroyed the moon, and basically submit to him, or he's gonna destroy any countries that don't submit to him.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
So he decided that he was going to shoot the moon.
That's the reason they were looking for him.
Like Piccolo.
Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like Eggman. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
You try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Alright, what stage is next? Is it
That means me too.
Mission Street? I think so. Yep, Mission Street. Stage 7. Wow, we're shooting through these. Ow. This one takes a lot of stage from Radical Highway, obviously. Well, I say obviously as if we've seen that stage yet. I'm just assuming most people watch this have probably at least seen it. Oh, yeah. Wanted 1,000 blanks. What did Tails do to deserve it? I know. Oh, he broke Sonic out. That's it. Duh. That's why he's wanted. We got the booster. Yeah, now you can hover. And do that. See, seriously, these are the most inefficient roads ever. How is anyone supposed to drive on this at any point? Let's see. Amigo left lane, 38 Amigo, and 00 freedom, question mark miles. Oh dear. That's funny. God dang it. I think this, like, is designed to be... It's, like, designed after San Francisco. I don't know if it's actually San Francisco, but... That's, like, what they... That's what inspired a lot of these designs, basically, as far as I'm aware. I don't know what the point of that enemy is. It just exists, then disappears. Alright. Can't break that yet. I don't think we get the power-up gun till the next stage. Well, not the next stage, but there's a bit until we get that one. These things can be dangerous. You have no idea where they're gonna, like, just fall. Actually, now I think about it, why are they just... Oh god dang, I'm gonna die now. No! No! Oh no, it's not gonna fall. Good. You have, like, no idea where they're gonna fall, and why is there dynamite on top of them anyway? Man, at least on the sides. That seems very inefficient. So why are there robots, but no one's getting out of the cars? Am I murdering the people in those cars? I think there's a thing here. There we go. I am moving very slowly. Like I'm going uphill. I do like the music in this stage, though. Dang it. Ooh, purple. Purple is my favorite color. Yeah, about the Nintendo thing. What they're gonna announce? It's like some kind of I forgot the wording, but they're announcing something at 5 o'clock. Or 3 hours from now if you're not in the Eastern US time zone. And for the record, if you're watching this later, it's July 17. July 17. January 2017. What is wrong with my brain today? Look, Sonic Team advertisement. President pull all those, you know, considering that... Oh dear. You know, Sonic's apparently a wanted fugitive now. You think people want to distance themselves from Sonic temporarily? Or maybe the general population, like, still has faith in Sonic. That they're not actually evil. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't move forward, and that was it. His machine has reached its limit. Gotta make it. He just dive bombed a city. Isn't that a bit ridiculous? Anyway, now I'm back a bit. First death in the thing. Look at that. That's fantastic. Well, it's gonna be that far back. That's good at least. Oh no, they're not too far back at all. Wait, the advertisement reminds me. You know how Sonic can grind rails in this game? Why are they dive bombing a city streets? That sounds like a fucking awful idea. Fucking military. Always up to no good. But yeah, so the reason why Sonic can grind rails in this game, Sonic and Shadows, because they're wearing soap shoes, which were, well, Soap was a shoe company at the time, and they made free-running shoes that had little bits of metal in them meant for grinding on, like, railings. Okay, no! Come on, come on, come on, come on! There we go.
I did it!
Alright. I only get, like, a D, because I died, and I have 0 rings. Yeah, that's why Sonic's shoes designs are different in this game and this game only. I only got an E.
Better next time.
Wow, that sucks. Oh, I must have picked up a Shao key at some point. Yep. You can go to Shao World as anyone. And in this, Tails is outside of his suit. And he can fly. It's incredibly pointless, but you can do it. And if you enter here as Eggman, he's out of his mechs too. Well, might as well give him something. Here, have this dead dog. Sorry, backed over the dog. It's yours now. Oh, he seems excited with it anyway.
Everything will be okay.
You give them animals, and animals will like affect their looks, and these things will just disappear afterwards. Anyway, I'm out. There's not much point to. Yeah, if you don't use them and just sit there, I think they all just disappear. There we go, aquatic mine.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this.
I don't think anyone did.
Than I thought.
Let's take a dive. Oh, too early. So, the way this works is there's various levels, and you hit buttons, and that changes the water. The aquatic mine once was a coal pit, but now it's a water ride. It's not bad, the music, honestly. A little cheesy, but it's really relaxing. I remember playing Minecraft, and when they first updated and added like the underground abandoned mines, I found one underwater and it was completely flooded. Just explored it with this music playing. Okay, so I don't think it's in here. Oh, computer, tell me where it's at. Wooden window on a roof. Alright, so... that means it's up here. Yep, I see it. Ah, no, no, no! The physics in this are a bit wonky. There's extra stuff up there, again, not really too necessary as far as I'm aware. Okay, what? Oh, there's one. It's just moving around. That's the third one. Come on up, come on, come on, come on, yeah, come on. I can't get it! There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I want to go down here, but I can't yet. I have to lower the water level a tad bit more. That's also optional, but actually incredibly useful, so that's why I'm going to do it. Where is the switch for it? That's not a switch. Maybe it's not in the water? Alright. No, that's Chow. Almost Chow. There's more to the stage than just like this outer area, and that's... Okay, seriously, where the... Oh, I think I know where it's at. That area is a bit more important than I thought. Okay. So how do we get up there? You saw the little handle things. It's actually not that difficult. I say that I'm probably gonna fail massively and just screw it up completely. No, 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 no! Shut up. No one likes you. Here we go. Not quite as optional as I thought it was, apparently. I don't know what that dripping sound is. That was not in the game the entire time before. But it's making it constantly in this version. Like in the GameCube version, that was not an issue. I mean, you have to be careful here and not, like, drown. If you're afraid of deep water, this is not the area for you to be in. Oh, there's air up there. There we go, air necklace. It was worth it. Actually, I think the Chaos Emerald, I mean the Master Emerald can be in here. There's a little baby dragon. No, it can't be this far, and it can be down here, but it can't be that far. And what the air necklace does, allows us to breathe underwater. I don't know how it functions, because he doesn't have it on his mouth. It's literally just a necklace. Maybe it was originally supposed to just be called a rip breather, but they didn't bother to model it on his face. Knuckles, by the way, playing this, Knuckles gets completely pimped out playing this. He starts off basic. He gets the most radical overhaul on him. Radical visual overhaul. Alright. I don't, sucker! Alright, where's the mine entrance down here? There we go. My bet is gonna be down here. Well, I can't see! That's another problem with these old games, is the camera has a tendency to just completely screw itself up. Okay, it's not in here. Ah! Oh, there's a penguin. Christ, that dripping's gonna drive me mad. Okay, I must be on the second floor of mines. Then let's read this. Let's see. Under the vertical line of skulls. That's not a vertical line, those are skulls. Why are there skulls in this deep in a mine? What kind of mine was this? You there. Tell me your secrets. A room behind the caution sign that warns about ghosts. Okay, so it's probably where I was first, yeah.
It's closer.
That's not... Oh, I see.
Rats. I found them.
Yeah, look at that, that was easy. Took 6 minutes, holy shit. Alright, what's the next stage?
That was tough.
Jeez, I'm trying to remember. In the capital city.
Sheesh. There always seems to be a lot of police around with
Ah, yeah.
Tails. Any news yet?
For some reason, I'm not getting a signal from the 6 remaining Chaos Emeralds. Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space.
Wouldn't they still have a magnetic... If it's magnetic effects, wouldn't they still have an effect? I thought, like, magnets never,
Guys, long time no see.
like, leave influence of other magnets or something.
Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where are you going?
Move aside, Knuckles. I managed to find the
And the music just changes randomly.
president in the government computer.
He's hacked into the government's computer, that's perfectly fine.
If we get into the limo, we can trace the call to find
I
Eggman.
wonder if in Japan it was still like just the president of what is some American country, American-like country. Because obviously said this is, like I said, inspired by what the whole design of this was inspired by San Francisco. So I wonder if it is just a president and stuff like that. It's basically just America, even in Japan. And this is kart racing. The controls for it are really awkward. So to like turn like that, you just have to push the like jump button. In my case, it's X on my PS4 controller, and then you just kind of spin out a bit. You don't like have a drift button like in Mario Kart or something. It's just so weird. And just driving really fine, like normal, it makes it impossible to deal with like any of the turns. And one of the like optional missions was don't hit any of the walls, and that was almost impossible without knowing this. Ow. Also, we're gonna end up with we're gonna overshoot the counter, the time counter up there, because that happens literally every time I play this. All right. Yahoo! That was more Mario than like him, like Tails. Alright. Checkpoint is just up ahead, I believe. See, this is also kind of radical for a road, because all the ramps and all the jumps. Oh, see, we went over the timer. It's 99 seconds. It's going to be 99 seconds for a little bit. Yeah, at least this is like a road. This is something people could feasibly drive on, even if it's kind of a terrible idea too. It's not insanely vertical. I'd drive on this. This would be fun. I'd probably die, but I mean, I would do it. Just like 4 lanes have to compress down to 1 lane. In reality, actually, this would be an incredibly inefficient, mostly because of how jam-packed it would be. This is meant to be San Francisco, right? Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Alright, and we're almost there. President's just up ahead. He hasn't loaded in yet, though. Alright. There's the limo! Found the president. It looks like there's a massive hole in the front of the limo. Because of the way like the reflection's meant to be. Wow, 784 rings? Holy shit. I didn't know you got that much for playing this. Oh yeah, you unlock kart racing now. Friggin' magic.
Mr. President, reports show that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted, and our satellite communications are down. An emergency meeting has been called.
I like how the president is just generic old white guy.
Crisis.
Spare me the details.
It's hilarious.
What is it that you want?
He has bad voice acting too.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details, since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise...
Otherwise...
You can look, he's in space. He's not even trying to hide it.
You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
What the...
And there's Sonic.
Eggman Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Don't worry,
no.
Mr. President.
What did you
Everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us.
It's just gonna let us just break into the president's limo,
He's transmitting from the space colony.
and then you just nick his stuff.
Hey, let's
How come there are no bodyguards? He'd be like shot dead on sight.
Hey, you...
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
Alright.
inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. But you saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
Should be.
Why are they out in the desert anyway?
I don't know what this space colony is all about, but I'll find and destroy that cannon, and then kick their imperial butts.
I'll go and find the entrance.
It's probably the last stage, and I'll call it quits for the time being. Hidden base. This is some of the weirdest, like, pyramids ever. But then again, it is all, like, completely, you know, made by Eggman. It seems like a little bit of an overkill, though. You know, like, you only need to be this huge. Maybe make it, maybe not have, like, hieroglyphics shaped like your face. Maybe just have, I don't know, something a bit more inconspicuous. Nah, that's not his style. He likes to be showy. He did just blow up half the moon, so yeah. What kind of effects on the tide does that have? Just half the moon being blown up. Tides, among other things. Imagine Olympic. Oh no. Yeah, falling in the sand is instant death. Don't do that. Oh. I think that's the cause for most of my deaths in this game, just falling into sand in these stages. I don't think there's quicksand in Knuckles' stage. What?! I just fell! Like, for no reason. That's part of the physics, just like, oh, I'm falling now, never mind. That was totally unfair. I don't think there's any quicksand in Knuckles and Rouge's stages, but in at least Sonic's stage, when there's quicksand, there's only quicksand during the boss for Sonic, so but you can at least kind of jump on it. Well, you can jump out. As you can in this, because it's a mech. You got some upper body strength there, Tails. Look at that, he's holding on the entire mech just with his arm. It must lift, yeah. Alright. I missed that. Let me make it. Nope. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just kind of wonky, the physics. And much like in true Eggman fashion, his, like, robots drop animals. And you can use those animals when you collect them. There's coconuts. I have no idea if that's what they're actually called. I know that's what the one enemy was called in the first Sonic game. No, in the first Sonic show, at least. That might have also been the name of the enemy. God dang it! It's launching me too far. What a narcissistic bastard. God dang it. Going out, break! There's even, like, towers. It's just... You know, there's showing off, and then there's just overkill. And this is overkill. He has a freaking statue with that on it. It's just not necessary. There's another one of those little ruins things. Everyone can get that little ability to affect something in the world. Again, it's entirely optional just for one side quest as far as I'm aware. I don't know why, but it's just what it is. Oh, I missed the easy way. Oh well. Nope! I missed the jump. So some upper body strength, just one-handed. He's just doing it with one hand. I shot something through a wall. No, I'm not hitting you, Omo Chow. Oh god, that was too close. Alright. There we go, now we get the short way. Oh, yep. Oh dear. Oh. Whoa! Ah, the camera. You get some camera screw going on. God dang it, you know what? Why am I jumping off anyway at this point? There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, camera screwing. Definitely an issue in this. Ah, there's the end.
I did it!
Yeah, you did it, and I probably got rank E because I died 2 times. Yep.
Gotta do better next
And no rings. I'll make a bet. The only times I'm gonna die are gonna be in Tails and Eggman stages. Not gonna die once in any of the other ones. Alright. Sadly, that's it for now. As much as I'd love to run through Pyramid Cave. That's it. Alright. Well, that was fun. I'll probably continue this soon. I say that with everything. Yeah, I never do. I actually do want to play more of this, though. It is fun, even if it's not a great game. It's fun to play. By the way, if anyone actually watched this, since I'm not actually checking, thank you, and hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.